So, Sony. Is it time for Sony?
This is the greatest press conference I've ever seen.
Yes, it was superb. I loved it.
They're going to have a hard time topping the next year.
Live orchestra
starting
it off.
First off, that was beautiful. Like, kudos to whoever thought of the idea. Hey, let's have a live orchestra intro the people who come out and announce the games. Be cued to the music as the video is playing.
That was amazing.
Yes. Genius
Like,
idea.
at first it was like, oh, live orchestra, that was really cool. But then they kept doing it for all the things. It's like, whoa!
Yeah, it's like, whoa, this is crazy.
And then for the theme for God of War, the new theme was just beautiful.
And they're not like, this is the new theme for God of War.
Yeah, they just...
This is God of War. They were just like...
And you could tell immediately, like, oh man, something big's coming. This is it.
And they just let it play for like 4 minutes. 4 minutes. They're like, this music is good enough. It's going to stand.
Yeah. Now, what did you guys think about God of War?
So, from the moment that the music hit, I heard bits of the original theme, and then I was like, this is God of War.
I knew it. I was like, this got to be God. If it's
not a God of War fan, had no idea.
And then they showed the boy, and I was like, maybe not.
Yeah.
And then I saw Cory Barlog in the bottom. One of my favorite directors. Thank you for coming back, Cory Barlog. But he comes down there and he's playing the game. I'm like, oh god, this is it. Here we go. Okay, this is it. This is it. And Kratos walked on screen.
Yeah, I know.
I did. I went smack. Like I was so excited. And then I saw Kratos' beard.
Yeah,
amazing beard, Kratos.
Man, I want this God of War game.
It's so awesome.
I've never.
Did you guys see how it's very likely to be open world?
Actually, they talked about that today.
When they first walked into that building and it popped up on the screen, it said discovered this location. Just from that alone, I was like, is this going to be open world? No way!
So I have bad news.
What?
So today, on the live stream, Cory Barlog came on, and he did confirm that it is not open world.
That's okay. Not bad news for me.
It's not bad news for me.
He did say that it is taking the page from Uncharted 4 and having a very open linear area.
That makes me happy because Uncharted 4 is one of my favorite linear games ever.
The Last of Us DLC, whatever that was. Left Behind. Uncharted 4. Straight into it.
But overall, this is my most anticipated PlayStation game in a really long time. Simply because this is
Besides Uncharted 4.
Besides Uncharted 4. This is because this is what a reboot should have been for all video games. Like, not dissing Halo and not dissing Tomb Raider, but I love the fact that they went in and said, what makes God of War God of War? Okay, let's keep that stuff. Now let's dismember everything else, pun intended for Kratos. But... and let's just rebuild. Because, I mean, that combat was reminiscent of
I never would have guessed
Souls.
I'd be this excited for a God of War game.
Right.
I loved how they showed Kratos. We're back.
Yeah. So God of War.
So we were talking about God of War.
See, it was so amazing. That
do we know when it cut off? Do we have any clue? Did it even catch anything before?
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know exactly when it cut off?
I don't know exactly when it cut off, but it wasn't that long.
Hopefully.
So I've been trying to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
So we're good. So
Sony.
I love the Norse mythology for God of War.
That's the right direction for them to go, I think.
Oh, yeah, saw a dragon at the end there.
How about the combat though? Completely overhauled, completely new.
Yeah,
much more grounded.
I liked how they got rid of his Chaos Blades. Is that what they were called?
Blades of Chaos, yeah.
Blades of Chaos. There we go. And switched it with this axe thing. Like, I thought when those two monsters jumped down, I thought one of them was going to go after the kid. And Kratos is like, that's not happening. Throw the axe. And then he just like starts punching the guy. And I'm like, yes, that's Kratos.
So, to comment on what Cory Barlog said about the upgrades and stuff, because I remember that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You can upgrade Kratos as well as the kid. The axe apparently has something to do with the story. It has a history, and you will figure out what that history is.
Thor's hammer.
Well, see, my friend and I today were researching that because we were both like talking about it like crazy, and he was curious about the son. And during that same moment when we were talking, Corey goes, so Kratos' son is actually someone very famous in Norse mythology.
Is it his son?
It is his son.
Okay, good.
I don't know if it's biological, like if
he's like the Norse god of war.
Well, see, like, a lot of people were really confused on, like, when this took place, like, in the Norse mythology. This takes place when Thor, Odin, and Loki were all gods among... They were demigods as well, like, they were on Earth still. They weren't in Asgard yet. They were still
The
on
only thing
Earth.
I know about Norse mythology is like the Thor movies.
But
Take it slow.
I was really intrigued by this because I was like, I want to know who this kid is, like if he has a name. And we researched it, and we found that Thor actually has a stepson. I can't remember his full name. I think it's Yulfer or something like that.
Yulfer.
And he has ice powers, which if you watch in the demo,
Oh.
he shoots an ice bow. He uses an ice axe, which Kratos has.
Blue, it looks nice. Yeah.
And so I was like, so maybe Kratos is taking the place of Thor in this universe, I guess, or maybe we haven't met Thor yet. Like,
Taking Thor's stepson for some reason.
yeah, or like we don't know. Like maybe Kratos fell in love with Thor's wife and Thor wasn't there, or something. Like we don't know yet. But I was immediately like, this is so much more potential. I mean, I like the Greek mythology setting, but this has so much more potential for a really good story because of the son. I love the emotional thing. Just the end of the demo when he's helping him finish off the deer, and then he just reaches out to touch him and like pat him on the back. He can't even do that because he's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be a evil bad guy anymore. I'm trying to be a good father, but I'm not even strong enough to go, you did good. I can't even do that. And that's really compelling. Like it's so cool.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I can't wait.
Let's see.
And that's how they started it.
that
That's
was
how
the
they
start.
started.
Yeah, they just started orchestra gameplay.
And it was all
Games,
games.
though.
It was all games.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, it's
very
just
little
boom,
talking.
Boom, boom.
Games.
We're
Non-stop.
out. Went straight in the Days Gone was the next trailer they showed.
Which was interesting. I think we should talk more about the live demo for it. The trailer looked good, but the demo, I
Yeah,
think,
that was at the end.
the demo gave it
We'll
more
go
of
ahead and talk
a
about it though.
feel.
Now, Days Gone, which one is this? You're going to have to refresh my memory on this one.
So, you know the guy who's playing Force Unleashed, who's the Star Killer? He's in this game as the main character. It's the one
I
where
did
you're
not know
riding the
that.
chopper. You did? He is the like he's riding the chopper.
I know when it first showed some shots, it looked artistically like The Last of Us.
Mhm.
I was like, this looks like The Last of Us, but it doesn't look like The
It makes me feel like The Last of Us and
Is-
Walking Dead had a
Is,
baby.
is Days Gone the one with the zombies?
Yes, the
Okay,
one
then
with the
I know what
swarming
you're talking
zombies.
about.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the gameplay is what sold me on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like watching it was like,
Yep. It was really cool. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Put that butt in the air. But, yeah, Days Gone. Days Gone was fantastic. I'm excited because it's a new IP, like a brand new
That is cool.
game, and I'm actually excited that we're starting to do that. We're getting into some new franchises, possibly, and new games.
yeah, and that's good for this generation too, because it's like, you know,
I like the numbers of zombies and like how fast they move.
yeah, like we got games like The Last of Us and Journey and Uncharted, and they were really good. And now we might be getting the new Uncharted, the game we're gonna like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the game we're gonna like as much as we liked Uncharted. That's
Well,
brand new. It
I
could be
think
that.
it's great.
I think, just to be clear, since as we're moving on through it, I actually think Horizon will be the game that will do that.
I was
think they're
already
gonna
so
be the
excited for
breakout game.
Horizon. Oh,
I think they're going to be the breakout
I think
game.
that's my most excited. I'm looking forward to that the most from everything
because it's
coming
so
out
new.
from Sony.
Mhm.
And I was really worried because Guerrilla Games said it was an open world RPG. I was like, I need to see RPG elements for this because I want to know like how much are we
Didn't
going to
know.
do.
I was sold, and this sold me even
And I
more.
was like, oh man, they're not kidding. This is real. This is a real RPG. And like they showed the crafting system and like how you gathered items and the dialogue web, and it was so cool. Like Michael said it best. They sold me on it just with this demo completely. I mean, I already liked it before, but I really like it now.
Yeah. So what's next for Sony?
They showed a trailer for The Last Guardian and a release date,
Oh,
October
yes.
25th,
Good
2016.
trailer.
I was
Really good
worried because
trailer.
I was like, if they don't give me a release date for The Last Guardian, I'm really worried I'm going to lose interest at some point.
I'm so excited for The Last Guardian. I think I'm going to buy that PlayStation 3 collection as Eco and Shadow because I've never played them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to that's going to be my build up to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Like, I don't know if it's going to be able to live up to the developmental crisis it's been for such a long time, but I still think it'll be
I'm
good.
not going to be affected by that, so I'm going to be
Yeah.
okay. Because
Like-
I didn't know it was a big deal until like last year when they announced it.
I think it's going to be
Oh,
a
that was
super
cool. Oh.
emotional journey. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
The Last Guardian is going to be like watching one of those
Well, this is art. Yeah. I can tell.
films that one guy
Miyazaki?
does. Yes,
Well
Miyazaki.
the reason why you can't I can't diss on it too much
Presents. It's the
is
Last
because Final Fantasy 15 went through a similar 10-year hiatus without really knowing what's going on with it. So
It's insane.
Is that long? How long it's been?
yeah, Final Fantasy 15
No,
Technically, Final
for
Fantasy
Last
for
15.
Last Guardian.
Oh,
It was announced back in 2006. So it's
same time.
Yeah,
as Final
so-
Fantasy 15.
Yeah. So
I
it's
didn't
been
know
10
it's been
years.
this long. Wow.
It's been 10 years.
Last year's basically when I heard about it.
So
That's
it's been a while. It's been
It'll probably be really good with that much time into development. And it's a good thing that they.
Duke Nukem
I was
Forever.
about to say that's
So
not
good.
always
Game
true.
of the century.
It's not always true. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be good. I hope it's superb, but right
You
now
never
I'm just
know.
going to put it for good. It's going to be good. That's where I'm going to leave it at. Same thing with Final Fantasy 15. I'm extremely excited for Final Fantasy 15, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be it's superb. They're saying they're going to take back the king, their place as the king of RPGs. They're saying that this is going to be the biggest one yet. They're saying all these things, and I'm like, that sounds cool, and I like it, but Square Enix, don't put your ducks in one. I mean, they did that for Final Fantasy 1. They put everything in the pot, and they went, we're going big or we're going home. And this may be the second coming of Final Fantasy 1, if you want to be poetic about it. But I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm cautious. I'm cautiously
I'm not so
excited.
cautious about it. They've won me.
I mean, I think with gameplay alone, have you guys played the demo yet for it?
Yeah, the platinum.
Mm-hmm. On the demo alone, I was like, okay, this feels like Kingdom Hearts, and it's Final Fantasy. It's going to be really, really good. I have a good feeling about this. I hope it lives up to it. It's definitely, not next to Kingdom Hearts, is my most anticipated fall game, but I just hope it lives up to everything that it's
Yeah,
expected
it comes
to.
out this year.
Mhm.
Wow.
September 30th.
Oh, that helps me. I was
VR.
wondering if I was going to get
There's
that.
a Psychonauts game on the VR.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, I just found that out.
Speaking of VR, Final Fantasy 15 VR.
Oh yeah, that VR mode. If you have a VR, it's that's cool. That's not selling me on VR.
No. But it's definitely a good addition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad it's there.
Batman for VR, apparently.
That shocked me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially because it was Rocksteady that
Right.
was actually doing it.
And they've actually had live demos today, and
Ooh.
Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty from Kind of Funny Games,
Yes.
and a few other people from GameSpot actually did a demo of it, and they said it was actually really good.
Well, I would imagine.
It's not what you would expect from a Arkham Rocksteady game, but it's still
Have we actually been able to see any of it, or is this behind closed
it's
doors?
behind closed doors.
Okay.
Closed. They did have a good amount of detail, including a little bit of a spoiler about the actual story. They said that you're basically you do wear Batman's cowl. That is basically what you are, Batman. You throw batarangs. I don't know if you actually punch or do anything like that, but the basis of the beginning demo is you're solving the crime scene for a character that Bruce is very well connected to, who has been murdered, and it's affecting him quite
That sounds
severely.
like a good set for a VR game.
And-
for detective stuff.
Yeah, and they said that the whole demo basically was focusing on the detective aspect of it, which was cool. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's interesting form of Batman, which is fine because we're getting so much Batman, which we'll talk about Telltale here in a later. So,
Oh yeah.
plays Star Wars for VR, X-Wing Assault.
Star Wars
Sony had
Battlefront.
more Star Wars than EA.
Yeah. The
Damn.
X-Wing missions, it looked awesome.
Resident Evil 7.
Yes.
What a
What?
reveal!
What on earth? And it was for VR. I was like, oh god, no.
Do you have to play it in VR?
You don't.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
That's what's really cool about it. It's like
Okay.
it's a
I
great
thought that
selling
was so
point for VR, but it's also we're not going to lose money on this game because you don't need it.
And
That's
the
fantastic.
other AAA title, I don't remember what it was. It was the
What about? Did you talk about? Are you talking about VR stuff or?
VR stuff, yeah. There was another game they announced. It was a completely original one. It was like...
Oh, was it Farpoint? Was that what it's called?
yeah.
Sort of Mass Effect vibes.
Yeah. It was interesting. I would give it a chance, I think. But no, Resident Evil and Batman...
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has an experience, where you're in the fighter pilot in
Mhm.
VR.
And again, kudos to Call of Duty for putting on a really good stage demo.
One
Wow.
like that, I'd written it off.
I did too. I was like, there's no
That
way.
first trailer just
Yeah.
did not sell it.
There's no way that this game is going to sell that well. And then, you had people... I went over next door and I asked one of the GameStop employees, I was like, so how many people have come pre-order Call of Duty? He's like, actually a lot. I was like, oh, well, That was either is it for the Modern Warfare remaster, or he's like, no, like a lot of people are excited for Infinite Warfare now. I was like, well, good. That's good for them.
Has it been declining
Yeah.
around here?
Yeah.
They haven't been as big as they have been since probably Ghost.
And since we're on the topic of Activision,
Deal with the devil.
freaking Crash Bandicoot is coming back.
I caught it.
From the ground up HD
Remaster.
Yep.
remake. It's not a
The whole-
remaster.
It's completely
The whole
done.
trilogy, and that's what makes me so happy. I was like, yes, it's a remake and it's new.
I'm gonna buy the Skylander figure just to have the figure. I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care.
Me too. I gotta have it.
I'm
gotta have
so
I don't even
happy.
have the game. I
I
gotta
was
have
gonna
it.
do that. I would have went into the.
Did you the way they introed it was amazing because they showed the
Him
last
walking out,
trailer.
yeah.
And then the music cues and the stage lights up in that cool digital display. Kudos on the stage too, that was
Yeah.
awesome. But everyone in the audience just went, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
It's real.
It's so cool. And this is what I think is going to happen. I truly do believe this. If this sells well, which it will, I'm going to go buy like 2 copies. I'm going to go buy many copies.
It will
if I
sell
have to.
well if Andrew has
I
to
will
be the
fight
only-
for it. I will fight for it.
He will personally fund it.
Activision's gonna go, wow, this game is really well received and a lot of people like it, so
no.
let's make a new one.
I don't
what I
know how. Okay, I hope they do it good. I'm a little worried about Activision handling.
Well, see, I would hope
Now
that
that I
Sony
think
would
about
go,
it.
hold on.
Yeah, I hope
Let's-
they like.
let's-
I hope
yeah.
it's like either really close partnership with Sony or like Sony, one of your people.
Yeah.
You guys do this.
I do have a request, and this also is one of my negative points about PlayStation Conference. Please release this remaster for Vita, and please don't forget about PlayStation Vita. I know it's not as big as 3DS, but there are still people who love Vita. I am one of them. Please just give me a remaster on Vita so I can bring it with me everywhere. I'll be fine with that. But anyways,
You're covering up my notes.
they mentioned it 0. They mentioned Vita completely 0. And that's fine. They had VR to talk about. That's okay. But still, it was hilarious to me. Crash Bandicoot is back.
Backpedal a little bit before the VR stuff. They showed Quantum Dream. Is that the studio?
Oh, Detroit.
Detroit Becoming Human,
Yes.
which
Looks great.
I'm now excited for.
David Cage.
When they started showing all the like, at first I was like, and then they was like, you can investigate. This happened. Nope. This time this happened. Nope. This time this happened. I was like, there's so many different things.
It's like,
The number of outcomes was just
yeah.
David Cage, guys.
because every time
I can't wait.
I don't know. It's like every other game. It's like there's different outcomes. It's like there's 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
This
And
one
it's like,
had
it's-
so
some
many.
of them are like, well, it's not going to be that much different.
It's like all of these are like, whoa, lots of different stuff is happening in this story.
Yeah, and I like this too because normally in games with different outcomes, it's like a lot of your early decisions don't matter that much, and it's like those things you make in the final parts of the game that really alter your path. And then with this one, it's like I'm going to question everything I do.
So, yeah.
Like, how is this going to affect my game in the end? Which is going to be really interesting.
Okay. Then they showed Lego Star Wars for some reason.
Which looks great.
I was happy. I was like, Star Wars and Sony, yes.
Demo now. Awesome.
See, once again, more Star Wars than EA.
Same thing for Resident Evil. Demo. No. PlayStation Plus, but still now. And that's like, what? Resident Evil 7 already has a demo and a release date to that too. January 2017. What? Where did this game come from? It was literally
They've
like
been working on it for like 3 years. And then they call it Kitchen before.
Yeah.
And everyone thought, oh, this is some like VR test.
And then out of nowhere,
And what
There it
was
is.
cool is I saw people were talking about in the Kitchen logo. Now that they're looking back, they're like, there's a 7. Like the way they've cut the T, it's a 7. It's like
Yep.
they knew the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
so good.
Next up is
Oh, Kojima.
That was awesome. Now, I predicted this, but I was in the last podcast, I was like, Kojima Productions will be there. They're going to announce their game, and it's basically going to be, this is as close to PT as we can get without it actually being called Silent Hills, and it's going to make Konami cry. And they released it, and I was like, yes!
Drew. You're gonna have to just watch this whole Sony conference.
Yeah.
But this in particular, we cannot describe it to you.
Yeah,
I have no words.
The only way to understand this is to see it, and even then, you're like,
What?
"Did I see?"
Did you watch the trailer that came out? Not the demo, but the trailer for Silent Hills.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No. I've
Well, this
Before it
is
got
older.
canceled. Yeah, it's older.
This is the old PT thing.
Like from
Do you know
last year.
that? Do you remember it?
I mean, if probably after I see it, I'll probably like, yeah, I remember that.
Well-
You know.
So Kojima came out and said that this game is going to
I'm
be.
back. I like that.
Yeah, I love his "I'm back" and his intro. The lights like falling to
Yeah.
his feet. That was
Big
so
deal.
cool.
I liked they made it such a big deal, and I liked that because I was like,
Amazing.
in your face, Konami. This could have been you.
Well, speaking of Konami, did you see what Norman Reedus posted on his Instagram?
I didn't.
He took a picture of Kojima sipping tea, and on the cup said Konami's tears. It's amazing. But Kojima came out in an interview, and he said that this game would actually be an Uncharted style gameplay.
Awesome.
It would be very
Ooh.
action oriented.
And it's gonna be a survival horror, pretty
It
much
is,
too, right?
yes.
Which is interesting.
Wow.
starring Norman Reedus.
Let's try to describe this trailer to Drew.
I
really
don't
wanna
have
tell-
a
Someone
way
else
to.
do it. I don't think I
I
can.
don't
Let's
have
see.
a
Okay,
way.
do you know who Norman Reedus is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's naked on a beach.
Every girl's dream.
There
So
is
your
like
mom's gonna like this.
there's
game.
like yeah she already
You're gonna get a
she
video
posted
games.
on Facebook and said your mom might start playing games now.
Yeah.
She posted it
He's gonna play it.
with a link to it, but and then she found out that it was going to be like a scary game, and she was like, I don't know if I want to get it as much now, but I still kind of want to get
Walking
it.
Dead's a
I'm
scary
just
show.
like-
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Not really, but
Kojima's a little messed up though. Sometimes he can do some crazy
no,
things.
that's really scary.
Let's see, he's holding a baby doll, and
It's not a baby.
There's-
It's a baby.
That's
It's
a
a real
baby.
baby.
It has like a
Umbilical
mechanical.
cord.
It looks like a mechanical umbilical cord laying on the beach, and he picks it up and he's like, "Baby, yay, baby!"
yeah, and then it like
Disappears.
And then it's like, "No baby, nothing," and he's got like ink all over his hands, complete black ink hands. He's like, and then tiny little baby print, like handprints in ink, and then like through the sand.
yeah,
And then there's like all these dead fish everywhere.
Like sharks and
He's
whales.
surrounded by dead fish that have been stranded on the beach. And then up in the sky, there's like 5 bodies, like crucifix form. just
And he had
floating.
a cross on his stomach too, a scar.
Oh yeah,
across
on the stomach. In
Which
the
was
distance,
strange.
and it's like, and then it just takes its time, and it just holds there, and it's like, a Kojima game presents, Kojima production presents, starring this guy, Death Stranding. Done. That's it.
It's such a weird trailer.
it was so weird, but I was like, this feels. It really felt like a Silent Hills game to me. That's, I mean, like just looking at it, I was like, wow. And I'm super excited. I knew he was going to have Norman Reedus in his next game. I just knew it. I knew it. And that makes me super happy because I love Norman Reedus. I love Kojima, and it's just going to be awesome.
So Spider-Man.
Oh,
Spider-Man by Insomniac.
Insomniac.
All the rumors were like Sucker Punch.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
speaking of Sucker Punch, I am just a little disappointed. We did not see what they're doing, but that's fine.
What are they doing? I didn't think about that till now.
I'm sure that they're working on their infamous or maybe a new IP, but that's fine. I miss them terribly, but I'm sure they're fine, whatever they're doing. But yeah, Insomniac.
Yep.
I'm so
Spider-Man.
excited. It's gonna work. I don't know why I have so much faith in this. Maybe it's just because I need to believe.
So
Insomniac makes fantastic games.
That also
and
helps.
it looked.
I was actually going to say my favorite Xbox One game as of now.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
That game was so good.
And when you play that game, you go, "Oh my god, they're gonna rock the house with Spider-Man. It's
Yeah.
gonna be so good."
Like the main character in Sunset Overdrive had so much humor packed into him. It was like that's kind of like Spider-Man already in that game.
The
so-
traversal too, like how
Yeah.
it feels.
Yeah, I've just played a little bit, but like the way it feels is like I can. Now
You can
I'm
see
like,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's in there.
Spider-Man.
It's coming. Oh, now I'm getting excited.
And now, and not even just that. I mean, Song of the Deep that's about to come out. It looks great. Ratchet and Clank, Resistance. So many games in their library.
really good.
Really good games. I literally went.
Yeah.
I would put money on that will be such a good game. That will be the new Arkham. That will
Yeah.
be the new Arkham.
It's gonna be
Ooh.
Arkham. For
I would do
Spider-Man.
that. I would do that.
Spider-Man 2. It's like Spider-Man 2 happened, and then they were just like, Spider-Man. Why can't we?
Why can't we get him right?
They had a few good Spider-Man games before Spider-Man 2.
But they were never like.
Yeah.
They
And
were
then
all just
Spider-Man
like
2, spiked.
you're just kind of riding the wave, just sort of getting along, scraping by.
Yeah.
It's time.
And I think like only a few of them ever got close, like not even close. Like they were crawling at the Spider-Man 2 like wall. Like Ultimate
they were trying
Spider-Man
to-
was there, and then Shattered Dimensions was there. But I mean, like there's not been a game that's got me excited for Spider-Man in a long time. And
Shoot.
Bless you.
Thank
and
you.
I love what Marvel's doing now. Marvel's going,
Season
we
of this
have
instead of burping.
all these wonderful characters. We're gonna let other studios.
Oh, I guess this
actually
is
do.
part of Disney's like we give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, they're going. If you want our IP,
But,
Come-
hopefully they're going to be like this and be like selective and be like, okay,
Yeah.
we're going to be really selective.
right? And
I
I'm
think
and I'm
that's-
glad that Sony was smart enough to go. Oh, we should
And
totally.
Sony's
do
got the Spider-Man
Mhm.
Yeah.
movie already. So.
Mhm. Well, they did announce today. Insomniac did say that this does not deal with Homecoming. This is a completely original story.
Yeah.
What I mean, the fact that
Okay.
Sony has.
Oh, right.
so,
Right.
yeah, I think that's why they're like, oh, well, we have a video game thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's treat this as an equally important venue.
Well, most people. Okay, so I have the friend that I told you was very like intolerable sometimes about
Yeah.
other games. So he messaged me last night because I messaged him and I said, "Sea of Thieves looks great. I really want that game." He messaged me and he's like, "I'm going to be frankly honest with you. The fact that you guys got a brand new looking God of War, Crash Bandicoot, and an exclusive Spider-Man game makes me hate everything right now about my Xbox One." But I'm happy at the same time because I'm going to buy a PS4 now.
I don't blame them for that. Like, it was a fantastic conference.
And then Days Gone closed it out with the demo.
Yeah, the demo.
Yep.
And then after that, they showed Gravity Rush 2.
Mhm.
But that was not part of the conference.
that
They
was-
just happened to show it.
Yeah.
Now I want Gravity Rush.
Days Gone, I kind of didn't. I mean, the demo was great. I really did like it, but I feel like it wasn't a zinger. Like it wasn't
It didn't
like
blow me away. But
Right.
Like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good addition.
I mean, I think at that point in time, they could have showed us a dancing cow, and we would have still been like, "This is the greatest conference ever."
Yeah, like at that point in the conference, it wouldn't matter if it drug, man. Like it was just like we'd be so starstruck at that point. It'd be like, I don't care what you're doing at this point.
But I do think other conferences should definitely learn from the not that we don't want to hear how developers make these games. EA,
Yeah.
but
I think that's okay if they do it right, but
Right.
they fumbled it up a lot.
Yeah.
It can be done right.
Mhm. and
They
I
spent a lot of time on that too.
Yep.
Which was the problem.
and I love just
You
so
gotta
they
base
came
it.
out and said, so these are the big announcements. Also, I really like to say personal, like, that was good on PlayStation to talk about the Orlando shootings. That was really big on their part, and I think that was really a good way to start up the show instead of just.
They all did.
Everyone did that except EA.
Yeah.
Did EA not do it?
No, EA.
Well,
EA
I
came
know,
out
I know
later.
Bethesda was wearing the thing, but I must have missed them talking about it because I know Microsoft
think
did too.
yeah, all of them talked about it, and all of them wore the pin, but the only one that didn't talk about it was EA.
Did EA wear the pins? I don't remember.
I think they did,
I don't
but I'm not. I don't remember.
remember
I'd
the
have to look
pins.
it up.
I know
I know
Bethesda.
they didn't talk about it because I know like later they posted like on
Yeah,
social medias and talked about it.
but it's, even Nintendo when they first started the Treehouse talked about it.
Oh yeah, they had a moment of silence. Like,
Yeah, they had a whole moment. of
black the
silence.
screen, silent, like 30 seconds.
I like how you have a buddy there, Michael.
That's amazing.
But yeah, PlayStation, amazing conference. Probably the best one. I don't know ever, but it's a pretty good
It's
argument.
my
It's a pretty good argument.
Yeah, it was really good.
I see, like for me, 2013 still has a place just because of one, that was when everything was rolling with the PS4 and everyone was so excited for it, the price and all the game sharing
That's
things.
sort of like a return the form for
Right.
Sony, too.
And-
They, PS3 era, they kind of like, nope. Oh, that foot does not work.
And I felt like 2013, like you said, was just their rise to power. And then also for Kingdom Hearts being announced in that.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Still. I go back and watch the trailer. I'm still like, ugh.
Has anyone here ever watched the Konami 2010 conference?
No.
the Konami.
Yeah,
Oh
2010.
no,
Is it bad?
Yeah, well, watch it.
I kind of want to watch this now. So Nintendo, real quick.
Yes.
So Nintendo.
Zelda.
Well, before we get to Zelda, let's talk about
That's it though.
Pokemon.
Okay.
Sun and Moon.
So they talked about Sun and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
They talked about
We got a new
we'll
Mario
get the
Party too.
Yeah, we'll get the Go.
Yes.
I knew they were going to slip in something. Mario Party was a little something extra. They were like, yeah, something else.
They had to. They had to. They needed to.
So, Sun and Moon looks really good to me, and I don't know if it would look as good if I'd played X and Y though, because I haven't played X and Y, and so when I look at X and Y, I sort of had the same feeling I do when I see Sun and Moon, because to me they almost blend together where I skipped it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although I like the sort of, I don't know, I like the tropical theming. I like that in Wind Waker, liked it in Sunshine, liking it here.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
It's going to be an interesting new take on the series, but also, you know, they got the Battle Royale moments, which looks good. They've got, they introduced some new Pokemon in the
did they?
playthrough, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They introduced a new Legendary and 3 new Pokemon. A bird, I can't remember the name. You know what a grub is? Like the bug.
Oh,
there's a bug Pokemon.
There's a grub.
Yeah, and there was they have a mongoose Pokemon.
This sounds good.
So it looks really cool.
I actually like the starters.
I want to get the mongoose Pokemon on my team and fight an Arbok or something. That'd be so cool. Just to have that. But
dreams do come true.
the Rotom Dex looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Do you know what a Rotom is?
Oh yeah, there's a Pokemon in your Pokedex. I forgot about this.
Yep, and it's supposed to help you. Like if there is a specific Pokemon that you want, they didn't really elaborate on it, but it's like, you know, I want to get a Gengar on my team. So if I want that in my team, I can, you know, search for that in the Rotom Dex, and it's going to help me take steps to go get that Pokemon.
Which is great.
Which is going to be cool. So it's going to be easier to find Pokemon with it, and it's going to be easier to build your team with it.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds awesome.
That's great.
But
Wow.
it's just fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But the real fantastic news came from Pokemon Go.
Okay, I don't know what this is. I need to know.
First of all, they announced today that Pokemon Go is also pretty much a sequel to Pokemon Snap. Because using your camera feature on your phone, you don't have to catch Pokemon. You can actually just take pictures of the Pokemon.
Oh.
So, or you can do both. You can take the pictures and
I'm
then.
just going to be a Pokemon photographer. I'm living it up. That's what I'm going to be.
Isn't that? I mean, that's awesome. I saw that today and I was like, oh yes. Pokemon Snap is Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is Pokemon Snap. That's
Okay.
awesome. What else did they announce? Because there's so much
They
information.
did announce that the game will be available next month.
Oh,
They did
that's
not
a lot
give a
sooner
date.
than I thought.
Yep.
They said that the the wristband that comes with it will be available at the end of the month, and that will be $34.99, and it will be available at all retail places. And they
What's up with this wristband? What is that?
So
It's like
basically,
an accessory to the app.
so if you can't, say you're driving somewhere, or say you're really busy, and say there's a Pokemon in the area, it will alert you, and you have the opportunity to press the button, and the phone will activate on its own, throw a Pokeball, and try to catch the Pokemon that way.
While you're not.
While
So
you're not.
instead of aiming, that'll auto aim and try to catch the Pokemon for you.
Oh.
That doesn't sound familiar.
It basically does it for you. And if it catches, it changes to like a rainbow color. Like the Pokeball will light up to like a rainbow color, letting you know you caught it. And then you can look at it later. If it didn't, it'll turn red. So it's basically just a little way to catch Pokemon when you can't look at your phone.
That
I'm
sounds
sure-
so dumb to me.
There's probably other features that
Oh,
they'll
I'm
get
sure.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just one of the things they talked about.
Because it's like, what's the point?
They have a whole. I'll see
I
if can
think
find
I
it.
think they said that it also clarifies player identity, and it
Yeah.
also can show you gym information, like if they're a gym leader or anything. Like it shows a lot of player information if you have that.
Okay.
So
I mean, at first I was like, this sounds kind of neat, but then I was like, we'll try to catch it, and I was like, well, why would I bother?
The way it sounded, it's not like it automatically does it. You have to
I
tell.
mean, you have to
Yeah.
tell it, but still, it's like, why would I want? Why
See
would
what-
I want it to do that?
Well,
see what
I
kills me about it is
Why would I not want to try and find the Pokemon? Isn't that the
I
point? Is to
understand.
find the Pokemon and try to catch it in real life?
I
Not to hit the button anymore?
I
Isn't it supposed to be kind of immersive like
I
that?
understand it. I'm not gonna get that the band thing for me personally. I don't think I will, but I understand. Like, let's say you go on like some vacation trip, and then there is some Pokemon that you really want, and you're driving.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
and
what
you
if you're
can't
in
just
work?
Yeah,
What
or if you're at
work?
work and there's like a certain Pokemon. Yeah,
Like,
you
got a
can't-
Pokemon. Yeah. I don't know what I got when I got something.
Best day at work ever.
Okay.
It's like you pull out your bag and there's like a Mewtwo. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because it's like, it's supposed to be like Pokemon are in the world, but they're like, in Pokemon, they're just walking around. It's like, oh, there's a Pokemon nearby. I'm not going to bother, though.
See what kills me?
Auto Ball.
Yeah, that's the thing that
Got it.
I think would be bad too.
And it's like,
This is the official description of the Pokemon Go.
Well,
Plus.
I mean, if it looks like that, it still looks pretty good. Okay,
Yeah.
so-
I think it looks.
It's called a portable device called the Pokemon Go Plus.
does the
Will
thing
enable
pop up? Because you
I
said
don't
it
know.
has information on it. Is that a screen?
probably.
So there's a button.
It looks like it
It's a
flips up.
Bluetooth device. Though,
Yeah.
Okay, so it does.
syncs
I
up.
hope it
Oh.
flips up because if it gets information,
I think you can get it from the phone though. Like a player can like, oh, so you've got that wristband, and then they can like find you, kind of like you know how you have the 3DS. It's like you do.
Yeah.
Like
What
your
is
pass
it?
type.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It says the device connects to a smartphone via Bluetooth and notifies the player about events in the game, such as the appearance of a Pokemon nearby using an LED and vibration. In addition, players can catch Pokemon or perform other simple actions by pressing the button on the device. Look forward to the launch of the Pokemon Go accessory in late July 2016. Basically, to me, that's like if I was driving down the road and I can't be searching for Pokemon while I'm driving. But if my LED vibrates and I look down and it's
Then you know
rainbow
there's a-
colored, I
and
can be
then-
like, oh, okay, I want to catch that Pokemon. Click the button, keep driving, it'll try to catch it for me.
Or this is what you do. Oh, there's Pokemon.
And then you're like, okay, I'm going to pull over and look for it.
Well, see what kills me about it
Yeah.
in the tradition of Pokemon games, isn't it? You find a Pokemon, you're supposed to battle it, make it a little weak, and then you throw the Pokeball.
Is,
Yeah.
This game is different.
This
It's
is
similar to Pokemon, but it's
Pokemon
also
Go
different.
Safari.
Yeah.
This is Safari.
It pretty much.
But you still battle with other
Yeah.
people,
The
and you
way
still
you
level them
battle-
up too. You still level them
But
up.
the way you battle is different too. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. That's cool.
It's like a slide and tap system to battle. So what you do is instead of choosing attacks and waiting turn by turn,
Rhythm.
the other Pokemon is trying to attack you. So you can swipe left or right to try to dodge the
Okay,
attack,
gotcha,
and then you
gotcha.
tap to build
attack.
up your attack, and then your Pokemon will launch their attack.
Cool.
So it's a very fast-paced battle, and I
Which is
think they
cool.
did that. Yeah, for the
Sounds good.
mobile, it makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
I think you have a lot of people that just tap.
Yeah.
I think when you find a legendary Pokemon, you're gonna have no choice. That's like instinct. It's like, "Ah!"
There's so many kids that are just going to like, just smash their phones trying so hard.
Did I catch it? Or
They
did I
also-
win? Did I win?
They also announced a roster for it, and it's 151 for Blue and Red, and that's for the 20th anniversary. They said that it would be expanded on as well, so that probably means that down the road we'll be getting all 700 and something. All 700 of them.
But anyways, so now Zelda.
Holy Santa Claus!
Like,
I like everyone.
blew my mind so much awesomeness. And like I said, I thought they were going to show Zelda, and I wish it was more, but I think it'll be enough.
I think
That one trailer was that was so weird.
I think if there's any game that you can bring to either choose your Wii U or jump up and buy the NX when it comes out, it's Legend of Zelda.
I mean, this looks like
You can manually jump now, dude.
yeah, yeah. I saw that. I was like, what? You can actually jump, and not only that, but you have like a stamina bar, which actually tells you to run or climb. You can climb.
But I think it's necessary.
Yeah, I saw that.
If it's there,
Climb. You can
Yeah.
climb the walls. You can cut down trees.
Yeah.
You can collect awesome items.
The only thing I saw was the trailer.
What's all this?
You can cook down.
Oh yeah, you can cook. You can combine like you have some apples and like almost weed or something. Like,
It's
I'm gonna make a salad.
I've been for the Zelda game.
The costumes too. It's not just his green outfit. It's very unique outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unique outfits, different stats for the outfits.
Mhm.
Stats.
They have a Master Sword Psych out right at the beginning. It
Yeah,
looks
that
like
one.
it's on this little island thing. You climb up there and it's just a rusty sword, and you're like, what?
Honestly, like
Also, and I love after watching the gameplay, I love how it starts. Here's how it starts, Drew. It starts with that voice in the trailer. It's like, Link, wake up. And then Link's like under this blue water. It's like, and Link's been like asleep for 100 years. And he gets up, and he's just in his boxers, and he goes put some clothes on, goes outside. That's it. Do whatever you want now.
Oh, and it's more technology based this time too.
Oh yeah, like the Sheikah thing. It's
Like a tablet.
Oh yeah, I saw the thing in the trailer. Then it's also like what was it, like some magnet thing?
Yeah, it's got like a magnet thing.
Yeah, it moved, and then there was so many cool like little unique like gadget things that he has this time.
This has that blend of sort of the technology and the
like
and
spirit.
Yeah.
that was sort of hinted at in the original, but never really utilized, and then kind of ignored. After that, it was like, okay, it's just kind of a fantasy thing. I'm sort of bringing that back.
And it needed it for this kind of game, because this is the first time Zelda has really branched into the. And it's not going to be Skyrim big, it's not going to be Witcher big, but it's going to be in a fully open world.
I don't know, it's pretty big.
It's big.
It's big, yeah.
Like, because they were talking about like we're going to focus on one
Monolith Soft
plateau in the demo. That's all you can access.
In
It's like,
Xenoblade Chronicles X,
no one can explore the whole
in terms
thing
of like
in this
square yardage.
demonstration, no one.
I think it's bigger than Witcher and Skyrim.
Oh, I believe that. I absolutely believe that was Xenoblade. But it's just fantastic to see them do such a fresh addition to, because I still love Skyward Sword, but I don't think any of them has captured, and I know you'll agree with me, I don't think any of them has captured Wind Waker's like charm and the for me it's a sense of freedom. Like Wind Waker just has such a sense of like I can go anywhere and do whatever. I have no restrictions.
There were
here.
no walls.
Right.
Just hop on my boot.
And now I feel like this is the ultimate. I really was excited when they said that we're going to go fully open world with this. I was like, this is going to be the Zelda game that is going to change.
When they said that, it worried me. I was like, that's not going to work. I'm not going to like that. I immediately love it.
Yeah.
There's such a trend of open world games though now. So you're like, man.
I didn't think. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They've adapted everything, including the music.
Everything I've seen just
blew me away.
Yeah.
confidence. I'm so confident in this game now.
Yeah.
Yep. 110%. They're going to be great. It's going to be. It's going to be.
You can get on your shield and ski down the mountain.
Yeah.
I would put this, unless Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out next year, which is still a possibility. I would go ahead and feel very comfortable putting Legend of Zelda as a game of the year next year, without a doubt.
It's going to be a very hard struggle
rough
for me. Yeah.
Next year is going to be rough. My most anticipated games for this year are coming out early next year.
Yeah.
And then there's new ones. Next year is going to hurt.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. It's going to be like Zelda and Ukulele. And who knows what else is coming?
I was about to say, going back to Kingdom Hearts one more time. At the end of the 2.8 trailer, they did announce that there was a huge Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement coming this winter after 2.8 releases. So
if they release Kingdom Hearts 3 next year, I'm not voting.
Let's speculate. So
Kingdom Hearts Ukulele.
No Game Awards this year. Video games have won.
So let's speculate real quick. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been in concept development since 2005, 2006. It started development in late 2012, early 2013, and has been in co-development with 2.8 and 2.5. Two teams have been going back and forth, working on the 2.8s, and then going back and working on Kingdom Hearts 3, which Norma has left Final Fantasy 15, came to focus solely on Kingdom Hearts 3. And now we're at a point where we haven't seen a new trailer in a while.
We're going to see it in about 10 years.
10 more years.
Last time we saw
Kingdom
it.
Hearts 15. They're just going to go ahead and call it Final Fantasy. Like this Kingdom Hearts 3 is taken perfect. It's now Final Fantasy 20.
Last time we saw Kingdom Hearts was last year's E3, and it looked great. Norma said at that time the game had a clear beginning and ending, but they had still a lot to do with the side missions and a lot of developmental stuff. It's been a long time since we have seen or heard anything from Kingdom Hearts since then. So the likelihood of 2017 release, what do you think?
2017?
Mm-hmm.
To quote the X-Files, I want to believe. But
honestly, I'm with Michael on that. I want to hope that it's next year, but
something tells me no.
Sure? What do you think?
Something tells me it's got to be 18.
See,
I think it'll be 2018, honestly.
I had a really bad... I knew at the start of 2016, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. They haven't talked about it much. They're still saying they're not near, like they haven't finished it completely to the beginning and the end. But I feel like by the time we get to fall 2017, I don't think it's going to be in early 2017. I think it will be a fall, I'm going to say October, November release for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I feel confident in that right now. And the reason why I do is I think as we get closer to D23, both California and Japan, and then TGS and Jump Festa, they have so many things they can announce in that time, and they already have a date in their head. No one has already said we have a specific date in mind, and I don't feel like you pick a date if you don't think we can follow that up.
Yeah.
So that's why
people do that all the time.
That's true, and
it's
I
the
mean,
trend.
yeah, that is true.
Just give them a date and then pull it out from under them.
That's true.
False hope.
But hey, if they still give us a date and then delay it, I'll still be happy because I know, okay, they're just making it better. It's only going to be delayed probably 5 months at the longest. Not a year,
The
hopefully.
Zelda delay hurts so much.
Yeah.
It would have hurt more if I'd seen this first.
Yeah. If they delay it again after this, it's going to be like, I can't. It's like, okay, guys, look, we're done with YouTube. We're done with our lives and our jobs. We're breaking into Nintendo. We're going to steal the game. We're going to beat the game. And then
leave.
we're going to jail.
And then we'll go to jail.
That's like No Man's Sky. Then getting death threats for delaying it for the third time. It's like, people.
I'm excited for No Man's Sky.
We have to calm down. They're just making it better. It stinks. I get it. I don't like delays any more than the next person, but we just got to let them have it.
Like, I'd rather them delay it 100 times and have a complete game than
Agreed.
just being like, well, okay, guys, since we're getting death threats and everything, here you go. It's gonna be like crap now. So all these new features we want to add in there.
There you go.
So, pre-E3 announcements, there were a lot of games that were announced before E3. Injustice 2.
Justice 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Which was
That's okay.
surprising. I was
It
happy
was
with
surprising. It's weird. But
Ball Z's Universe 2.
They really focused on Supergirl in that trailer.
And they also showed that
Maybe it's
they're
because she got that
pulling like an
much probably.
RPG element for a fighting game. They're showing that they have loot drops when you beat a certain hard enemy.
Oh, I did not know this.
And you can customize a suit tailored to your fighting style.
That was kind of cool.
It is really interesting because the suits have actually. I mean, I wasn't like, a power suit. I don't understand what this is for. But after hearing that, that was really cool to me. Watch Dogs 2 got announced a week before. Destiny: Rise of Iron, which
Oh yeah,
that was
right.
gonna happen. I'd say Destiny 2. Speaking about Destiny, I think Destiny 2 will be announced at PSX, PlayStation Experience, later this year. Because I feel like that's a good time. They've already said they wanted to do a 2017 release for a new Destiny adventure. And oh my god! And apparently, Rise of
Well,
Iron.
should we bother getting Destiny then?
You should. You really should. And this is why, because especially and this is what I told one of my buddies who bought a PlayStation 4 back in January. He was kind of like, should I get Destiny? Like, I know a lot of people didn't like it to begin with, and I said, you should really give it a chance, because first off, this is Bungie.
I mean, I liked it.
This is Bungie, and we know Bungie, I mean, they're a good studio. They're not perfect, which no studio is, but they understand what needed to be done.
If you get Destiny, don't get it for the single player.
Right.
Because you'll be disappointed if you get it for the single.
When Taken King came out, the single player was much better.
Yeah.
Much better. In fact, if they
At this point, we're going to be jumping in with everything. So.
Yeah. That's why I say you should jump in now before Rise of Iron gets here.
Should we jump in if they're going to make it 2? Should we just wait for 2 to jump in?
Well, see, the reason why I think you should do this is because they offer perks to people who join in and come in. And the reason why I also think you guys should do this before 2 is because you will have an established Guardian who is very powerful on his own. If you start at 2, you're going to be starting from the ground up.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, I mean, I don't know. It may be an easier experience than Destiny 1.
Yeah.
But they've changed a lot. That makes Destiny way more accessible now and easier for people to play. Taken King especially, when that expansion launched, it should have been what Destiny launched with to begin with, because just the amount of stuff they give you, you will get addicted. I will warn you of this. I keep saying this, like, Destiny's not one of my favorite games, but then I go back and I play it a lot and I go, it kind of is. Like, I don't mean for it to be. I mean, it's not like, when I think of my favorite games, I think of Kingdom Hearts, Uncharted, Batman, Red Dead Redemption, I think of Last of Us, I think of so many other games. And Destiny never gets in that list until I go, I'm playing a lot of Destiny. Like, I really love Destiny. I don't know what it is about it, but it's Destiny. But I definitely
Some
think
extra credits. It said it's like the Law and Order for video games because it's like you can sort of like play it.
it really is
or whatever.
addicting. Like, you would think you would get tired of it, but just when you get, oh yeah, I'm frustrated. I guess I'm going to call it Bungie is secretly going, this player's mad. Let's give him something cool. I feel like they're secretly watching everyone.
He's getting a little aggravated. Look at this.
Man.
Ooh, shiny.
I feel like that's really what they do, because there'll be moments that I'm like, I'm done with this game. I'm so mad at it. I can't beat this thing, or I can't find this thing. Oh, wow, shiny. Holy cow, that was cool.
Yeah.
Wow, now I want to play with this now. I want to...
I can see how this thing works.
Shiny things are very effective.
And it's so bad, because like every Tuesday they update, and then it's like you have a chore, like a list. It's like, man, I have to do a strike to get all three of this stuff. Then I've got to do the daily story mission so I can get this stuff. Then I got to do at least one match in the Crucible, even though I'm not a big fan of Crucible. But then, oh man, I just got this new weapon. I want to level that up. Oh man, there's a new strike that gave me this item. Now I need to go level this up. And then I go to Prison of Elders, and I get just a bunch more loot that I just want to play with, and I just want to do whatever I can. So yes, you should play it before Rise of Iron comes out. But I will warn you, do it when you have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because
Which
it will
is never
suck a lot of your time out. Like, a lot of your time. And I can say this about Destiny. Even over Kingdom Hearts. Which, well, maybe not Kingdom Hearts. But I don't plan my day around the video game. I have for Destiny. I have went, okay.
I do plan my days around video games.
I have
I've
went,
done
like,
that before.
I
I actually
remember...
don't. I just wake up and say, video games, everything else.
Well, see, like, I go, okay, I've got an hour break for school. I gotta be at work at like 3. Let's go home and play Destiny. And I would do that. And I would go, I got 30 minutes on the strike. I can do this. And I would just go. And then I'd be like, oh, I've got 10 minutes. I need to go level up this weapon real quick. And I would just go back into the Earth or Cosmodrome and then level up something. And then I would go to work and then come back home and do it again. So, Kingdom Hearts is number 1 though. So, but yeah, definitely play Destiny. But back to Destiny 2.
Kingdom Hearts, you pretty much die.
Kingdom Hearts is
Taking the week off, and you just like you have a pack of like food and and water and stuff, and you like go to your family like the day before, and you hang out with them. And you're like, okay, I'll see you in a week.
Yeah.
See, I
It's
told
like, where are you
Savannah-
going? It's like,
exactly
I'm
what I
gonna be
did
in the
in
room.
Fallout 4.
Yeah.
See, I told Savannah, I said, when Kingdom Hearts 3 gets announced and gets a date, and you're living with me, I hope you're prepared for this. And she was like, why? It's not going to be that bad. I was like, yes, it is. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to take a week off of work. If I'm in school, I will still go to school, but I will probably leave early. I will go and get my assignment, and then say, I have to go do something.
You will find a way
important.
to get.
I will find a way, because I will go back to my apartment and
Just
start...
turn in a note. It's like Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and the person's like, it's okay.
Yeah, that's going to be
Excused.
my excuse. That will be my excuse.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
And then I will play until I beat it, and then after I beat it,
continue.
I will play it again, start a new save file, or I'll continue to beat the secret boss, or get so high of a level that I'm just like, okay, I need to stop. I'm really, like, almost at level 100, I need to stop, but... yeah. So, yeah.
Alright. So, anything else about E3?
Telltale Batman.
Yes,
yeah.
Telltale Batman.
Looks great. Super excited.
Sounds
New engine. Troy Baker's Batman.
And The Walking Dead Season
3. Looks great. Oh, Batman is releasing next month.
Telltale?
Yeah!
Oh,
Wow.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
They said late July, possibly early August, but it is releasing in the summer of 2016. They're shooting for July.
Cool.
That was really shocking to me. I was like, how about that? So we're getting the Arkham Remaster in July. We are getting Batman the Killing Joke animated film in July. And we're getting Batman Telltale in July.
Good time
And then
to
the
be a
promise
Batman.
of a new Arkham VR game.
And the Arkham VR game. And I will say this, even though I love the Arkham games, Telltale has a very good opportunity. I think this could be really the best Batman game ever. I really do say that because
It's going to be up there. I mean,
because-
it'll be pretty good.
besides, well, I mean, yeah, truly, gameplay is important, but for me, I love the story more than anything. And I think when you experience a Batman story, what is the one thing you care about most? You care about the characters and the story, because
Yeah.
those are the most compelling elements that have made Batman last so long.
This is going to be like playing a comic book
Mm-hmm.
of Batman.
Mhm.
That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great, and the fact that they're focused more on Bruce Wayne instead of just Batman is
Yeah.
awesome to me. So you get to make that personal choice of who's really the mask and who is really the man. Is it Bruce who's the mask and Batman is the true person, or is it Batman and Bruce is still the human inside of it? So it's gonna be great. Super excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
All right, that's all I got.
I don't know of anything else off the top of my head. Persona 5.
Yeah.
12 minutes of gameplay. It was magical.
It's gonna be great.
And Cuphead.
Well, Cuphead still looks
yeah.
great. I don't know when that's ever coming, but I want it.
Definitely. There's so much at E3. I'm sure there's a whole lot that we missed, but it's just because there's so much.
Who won the conference? That was the last thing.
Oh yeah, Sony.
No one was debating this.
I didn't even watch the whole conference, and I even told Michael before. I was like, just from what I've kind of seen bits of and what I've heard, I think Sony won. Did I not tell you that? And I didn't even watch.
I didn't even watch it at all. Kind of saw the orchestra a little bit.
Yeah.
I hope they do that again. I hope they pull out the orchestra next year because that was really
What was
cool.
that one game that was with the pill?
Oh, We Happy Few. That was shown at Xboxes during the ID thing.
That was cool.
That's
to show off their early access thing. Which
that looked a lot like BioShock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does sort of a BioShock vibe. I can see
I
it.
miss
I was,
BioShock.
for some reason, really intrigued by it for some reason.
Speaking of, I'm disappointed we did not get a BioShock collection because it's been leaked so many times, and I'm still wondering where it's at. And then I'm also very disappointed, but I kind of figured this was happening, that Red Dead did not make an appearance.
Yeah,
That's one of your
That's-
predictions.
that was one of my
that
predictions.
was
That went
mine too.
south quickly.
But most likely Rockstar is going to do they've never done E3 before.
Yeah.
So they'll probably do their own event, and
They're
then
one of the few companies that I don't think they even need E3.
they don't.
It's like when they announce a game, it's
It's
big
like,
deal immediately.
I was talking to your brother about it, and he was like, I was really hoping for like a GTA 6. I was like, no, I want Red Dead, dude. Come on.
I don't GTA 6.
I don't think they need to do a new Grand Theft Auto ever right after another Grand Theft Auto.
No.
I think it always
No.
needs
I
to
don't
be
get that,
separate.
yeah.
And I think the quality of Rockstar too. Like, I don't think they would do that because like
No.
they take their time when they make
They're
these
very
games.
serious when it comes to making games. They're as serious as you can be when you're making a game.
I think I was about
They're
to say.
very serious about making a really good, fun, quality game.
I think the quality they're very serious about,
Yeah.
but when it comes to their story, other than Red Dead is actually very serious. Like story.
I haven't played it.
They
but
have the
It
perfect
seemed like
blend.
they were taking Grand Theft Auto 5.
I still say to
whole
this
story
day,
seriously.
right up there with Last of Us, Red Dead Redemption is still the. It's such a, gosh, it kills me emotionally, and I love that game so much to this day. And I would put it up there with The Last of Us. Like those two go. I can't pick one over the other. I really can't. Of like who's a better storyteller. I think Naughty Dog is a better studio in terms of like how the story moves and stuff. But I think Red Dead has just the environmental and how you feel towards certain characters. But I don't know. You can't pick one. Can't pick one or the other. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, guess that's the end of the Gamers the Roundtable podcast E3 edition.
Party on Wayne. Party on Garth.
We'll see you guys next time. Subscribe.
Oh yeah, you should probably do that.
Actually, like, if you don't want to subscribe, what would be even better for us, comment. Because we like responding to comments.
The comments make us feel good.
Yeah, I like
Just
comments.
views.
Not mean ones.
I wouldn't even care if it was a meme. It was a comment.
Yeah.
My feelings.
Interaction. Participate.
Yeah. Give a reaction to our random reactions.
Tell us what else we should podcast about.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, this would be a good point to add this in, but in case you guys didn't know, every podcast I'm on Twitter, either on the laptop or on my phone. So, like, anytime we're doing a podcast, and we've got them a few times in the past, but it's very rare. But, you know, anytime, if you guys are on Twitter and you see that we're live tweeting during a podcast, you know, tweet us.
Or I mean,
And say, hey.
even before, like even if we're not
Yeah.
like tweeting, you wanna,
Yeah, just tweet at us.
Yeah, just tweet us or comment in
Because
one of our
that's happened
videos and
before,
say,
too.
talk about this.
That's
Yeah.
actually happened before. Someone's actually tweeted and, like
Uh-huh.
we
We're like,
talk
yeah.
about it in our next podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it was about, they wanted us to talk about something about retro games. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
But it was a while back. But I do remember that. But it was like, yeah, you know, definitely. If you have a suggestion for a topic, leave it in the comments.
Go watch Finding Dory.
Yes.
Yeah. That comes out
Tomorrow.
Friday.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Then go watch it.
Well, I guess it. Yeah, they did.
Early
It comes out
release.
Friday. It comes out Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Early
We
release.
still got to go watch X-Men. But anyways, we will see you guys next time.
Party on.
Bye.
Bye. Even do your bye.
Top 10 list.